So fair-minded people know this whole exposition is what they call a show trial, all right? It could have been adjudicated in 2-3 weeks. He's going to stretch it to 5-6 weeks because they want to embarrass Trump over and over and over again. They know there's a willing media that will buy right into that. So that's the overarch, okay? So the judge today says, look, Ms. Daniels and the prosecution, you can't bring in salacious details about your allegations on Donald Trump. Can't do it, okay? That's not germane to the crime that's charged, which is using money to alter a vote. Okay, that's the felony. Now, so Judge Marchand says you can't do the salacious stuff. Immediately, the prosecution and Stormy Daniels do the salacious stuff. Not once, on and on and on and on. And Marchand allows it to happen. So that just hands Donald Trump and his lawyers an appeal, a big appeal. So here's a judge issuing an order, and it's ignored, and the judge sits there and doesn't do anything about it. It's exactly what happened. So I'm going, whoa, maybe Marchand wants Trump to win this, and he knows that in New York City he's probably not going to, but on appeal, that's insane. That's the big takeaway today. The second thing is that whatever Stormy Daniels says doesn't matter in the law because it's a she said. She's got no corroboration of anything. Nothing. Now, that didn't stop a civil jury in New York City from awarding E. Jean Carroll millions of dollars. But this is a criminal case. You got to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And Trump denies the allegations. So Ms. Daniels, who sat on this situation since 2006. That's when these allegations allegedly happened. 2006. Okay? Whatever she says doesn't matter. Why? Why would it matter? Has nothing to do with what actually transpired in a legal sense. Did Trump use money to divert votes? Got nothing to do with Stormy Daniels. Now, here is the kicker on this. Okay, so this trial is bogus completely, and here is the proof. And I always encourage people to watch the No Spin News with a pen and paper. Do you remember a man that, a doorman, okay, who alleged that Trump fathered a child out of wedlock while married to Melania? His name was Dino Sajudin, and he worked at the Trump Tower. He brought his story to the National Enquirer people and demanded money to tell it. The Enquirer people gave him $30,000, and they never printed the story. The Enquirer people say they checked out his story, and the woman allegedly involved said, this never happened. I didn't have a relationship with Trump. I didn't bear Trump's child. It never happened. Where is Dino Sajudin in this trial? This is all about hush money, right? Well, Dino Sajudin got $30,000, and the Enquirer paid him that. So, where is he? He should be on the stand. Why did you lie? Why did you attempt to extort Donald Trump? And everybody knows the reason. Trump was running for president. He had a good chance to win in 2016. That's when all of these allegations came to fore. Because they knew, all of them, the women, the doorman, this could hurt Trump's chances to win the presidency. So Trump, even though he knew that he didn't father any child out of wedlock, paid the money through the National Enquirer. Is that a crime? No. It's not a crime. It happens 10 million times a year in the United States, where people know they'll be embarrassed by the media. You can imagine if the media got that story. Trump probably would have lost the election, and our history would have been altered, because one grifter, And that story has been proven false. And he's never been prosecuted because Trump did not lodge charges against him. Should have. I would have. So when you see the overall picture, when you know what is happening here, it's just completely bogus. This is not what our justice system should be. Now, I don't know what Trump did or did not do with Stormy Daniels or anybody else. How could I possibly know? But I do know what has happened and why it happened, as far as the money is concerned. Trump wanted to win the election. He didn't want any of the salacious stuff in the press, which would have run absolutely wild, because the press doesn't care what's true or what isn't true. You know that. They're going to investigate Dino. They're going to slap it on page one and run all day with it on television news. Okay, so now you have the full picture. Here's the talking points memo. That was just the introduction to the talking points memo. Here's the actual talking points memo. Trump and his organization is using this to gain votes. He believes this hush money trial, Trump does, will put him into the White House. Here's what he said yesterday afternoon when he left court. Go.
The judge is so happy about 2 to 3 more weeks because they all want to keep me off the campaign trail. That's all this is about. This is about election interference. How do we stop it? And it's a disgrace. And then you have the other thing that maybe is even more disgraceful is the gag order, where I can't basically, I have to watch every word I tell you people. You ask me a question, a simple question, I'd like to give it, but I can't talk about it. Because this judge is giving me a gag order and say you'll go to jail if you violate it. And frankly, you know what? Our Constitution is much more important than jail. It's not even close. I'll do that sacrifice any day.
So you see where Trump is doing. Trump wants Mark Hand to put him in jail because he won't go to jail. It would be home confinement with an ankle bracelet. Can't put a former president in jail with the Secret Service guy. You can't. Okay? And the Supreme Court would block that in a second, in a heartbeat. So if the judge sentences Trump to confinement on violating the gag orders, Trump will get, he believes, more sympathy. And it becomes into a bigger circus. So Trump is using this trial. Again, he believes that he will benefit from it. And there's nothing else he can do. So he's trying to turn it around. Okay. I'm on the jury. This is how I analyze everything. I'm president. I'm in charge of Israeli forces. What do I do? I'm on the jury. O'Reilly. Now, I would never be on any jury because the lawyers are going, I want this guy. But I'm on a jury. What am I hearing? I'm hearing a hit job. Even if I hate Trump, even if I hate him, I'm going, why am I sitting here listening to this woman who, even if her story is true, consented to everything, try to shake down Trump, and now coming in plays the victim? Why am I listening to this? All right? That's how I process it. I want to know how you process it. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town. But if you're a juror, this is what I'm hearing. I don't even know what Alvin Bragg, the DA, is alleging about election interference. I don't even know what that is. Are we supposed to have phony charges like the doorman in play when we go to vote for president? Is that what we want here in America? I guess that's what we want. So I'm on the jury, and already I am loathing the prosecution for doing what they did today, and I have no respect for the judge because the judge is allowing it, even though he said it's wrong to do. Right? That's what I say. Now, tomorrow, if they come in and they have some kind of election interference thing that I can see, then I might change my mind because I'm a fair man. So that's where we are in the Trump trial.